I'm Priyanka Bish from Arden Progressive School. Today in this session, we'll be learning about the journal entries based on the items which are shown in profit and loss appropriation account. So first journal entry will be based on the transaction entry for transfer of net profit to profit and loss appropriation account. So here we have to transfer net profit which has been ascertained by creating P&L account. This net profit is to be transferred to profit and loss appropriation account. So as we know, profit and loss appropriation account is a nominal account. So if profit is being transferred to P&L appropriation account, it will be credited because profit is treated as income and income is always credited. So journal entry for this transaction will be profit and loss account debit. This is being profit to profit and loss appropriation account. Narration for this journal entry will be net profit transferred to P&L appropriation account. Now, second entry will be based on interest on capital. So, on this first part transaction is on allowing interest on capital. Now, here interest on capital is allowed to partners, and we know for partner interest on capital is treated as income. So, here partner's capital account will be credited and interest on capital account will be debited. Interest on capital account is debited because it is treated as expense for the business firm. So here entry will be interest on capital account debit to partners capital account. So partners capital account is credited because this interest on capital is treated as income for partners. And narration for this transaction will be interest on capital allowed. Now, next transaction is on closure of interest on capital. So while closing interest on capital, this interest on capital is transferred to profit and loss appropriation account. And we know interest on capital is treated as expense for the business firm. So while transferring interest on capital account debit to P&L appropriation account, profit and loss appropriation account will be debited. So here entry for this transaction will be profit and loss appropriation account debit to interest on capital. So here narration for this entry will be interest on capital transferred to P&L appropriation account. Now, next entry is based on interest on drawings. So, first transaction here is on charging interest on drawings. As we know, interest on drawings is charged on partners. Partner withdraws some amount of fund, or we can say or any asset from business fund for personal use, that is known as drawings. So if a partner has withdrawn some amount from business fund for personal use, so he is liable to pay that amount to the business along with the interest. That interest is known as interest on drawing. So this interest on drawing is to be paid by partner. That is why we will debit partner's capital account. So here entry will be partner's capital account debit to interest on drawings. Now next transaction is on closure of interest on drawings. As we know, interest on drawings is an income for the business firm. If it is expense for partner, then it is an income for partnership firm. So partnership firm will be credited by interest on drawings. So entry for this transaction will be interest on drawings account debit to profit and loss appropriation account. Now, next entry is based on salary or commission paid to a partner. So, salary or commission is an income for the partner. While allowing salary or commission to a partner, journal entry will be salary or commission account debit to partners capital account. Partners capital account is credited here because this salary or commission is an income for the partner which is transferred to this capital account. Next is closure of salary or commission account. So salary or commission closure means this is to be transferred to profit and loss appropriation account. And we know for the business firm, salary or commission which is to be paid to a partner is an expense. So that is why we will debit profit and loss appropriation account debit to salary or commission. Now, next entry is entry for transferring a part of profit to reserve. So, as we know, when a part of profit is transferred to reserve, then reserve is considered as expense for the firm because this reserve is created out of profit. So, here when transferring reserve to P&L appropriation account, P&L appropriation account will be debited. P&L appropriation account debit to reserve account. So P&L appropriation account is debited because reserve is considered as an expense for the firm. Second entry is entry for transfer of credit balance of profit and loss appropriation account being profit. So here we have to transfer profit which is distributed among the partners. So this profit is to be transferred to P&L appropriation account. So here we will write the entry profit and loss appropriation account debit to partners capital or current account. As we know, this profit is to be transferred to partners capital or current account because this profit is divided among the partners and firm has to pay this profit. That is why we have debited profit and loss appropriation account. So these are some journal entries which is passed for the item which are shown on debit side or credit side of P&L appropriation account. Next we have capital accounts of partners. So here to maintain the capital accounts of partners there are two methods. First is fixed capital method and second is fluctuating capital method. So the two main methods under preparing capital accounts of partners are fixed capital account method and fluctuating capital account method. In fixed capital account method, whatever capital is contributed by the partners or whatever original capital introduced by the partner remains constant unless additional capital is introduced by the partner or the drawings have been made by the partner. So that is why it is called fixed capital method, because here the capital of the partners does not change, it remains fixed. So under fixed capital method, two accounts are prepared. First is capital account, second is current account. So in capital account, we record all the transaction based on capital balances remaining with the partner or any additional capital introduced by the partner, or we can say any amount of capital withdrawn by the partner as drawing. So here we record only the transaction relating to capitals. Second is current account. Here we record all the transactions such as interest on capital paid to the partner, salary paid to the partner, commission paid to the partner, or we can say interest on drawings charged on partners. So all these transactions are recorded in current account. While in second type of method, which is fluctuating capital method, here the capitals of the partner, you can say balances of the capital of the partner keeps on changing from time to time. Here the capital of the partners are not fixed. So in this type of method, we only prepare one account, which is partners capital account. So in this account, we don't need to prepare any two types of account. We record all the transaction of capital and current account in single type of account, which is known as partners capital account. So here in this account, all the transactions related to the capital of the partners and also income paid to the partner and expenses for the partners are recorded in partners capital account. One more important thing, if it is not mentioned in the question that you have to prepare partners account by fixed or fluctuating capital, that means if no method is mentioned in the question, then you will go for fluctuating capital method. So in this session we have learned about all the journal entries based on the items shown in P&L appropriation account and also about the partners capital account, methods of capital account. In the next session we will be discussing the format of both the type of methods of capital account. That's all for today. Thank you.